Hello, everyone. This is Jim Okersinski with your weekly lecture video. So, what is this, week 15? Yep, I think it's week 15. So, I've been working my way through the first drafts, just collecting a bunch of notes and observations and a few things I want to point out. Also, in this week's announcement, I've compiled a list of resources here and links and videos that might benefit everyone as we prepare ourselves for the final research essay draft. All right, so what I was looking for is pretty much a full draft using MLA guidelines. I left all the instructions and the objectives and the outcomes listed in the assignment. So I was looking for pretty much something that could be worked on and work towards the final draft. So the first item I mentioned quite often here is the principles of citation. This page has been sitting in Canvas in 2 or 3 different modules, and this talks about the principles of citation. How important it is to introduce sources, showing starting and ending points about your source material. I need to know where you pick up and end, and so does your source material. All right. Paraphrasing or summarizing does not give you fair license to just use that without some sort of a parenthetical or citation letting you know where you were able to grab that intellectual material and summarize it. A attribution or a mention in a topic sentence and perhaps maybe a parenthetical later in the paragraph does not cover all the information in a paragraph if you're summarizing. Also, I mentioned in several of the drafts about using a lead in, the beginning of source information, a topic sentence. Remember the quote hamburger. Okay, let me get back to this particular page here. Okay, the quote hamburger. Here's the quote sandwich, I should say. Here's the video on the quote sandwich here that was sitting
Hi,
in
I'm going
the
to talk to you about.
discussion board 15 activity there. All right. I also have a instructional video here for the research essay where I continue the conversation about the principles of citation, how to show those endpoints, and how to make sure that there is a cross reference there. Oftentimes, I'm not getting a good solid quote sandwich. I have source material that is hanging out at the end of a paragraph or a quote, and there's nothing done with it, it's just moving on to the next topic. We have to build those quote sandwiches around the source material, right? Now, the research essay is pretty much I have the link to the example here. Here is the formatting for an MLA research essay. The first draft should mimic this. Yes, I understand it is a first draft. However, I'm looking for some of the guidelines and requirements. MLA heading, every essay has to have a title, page numbers, and proper spacing. Here you see this is an excellent example of using and citing sources. Also, whenever we refer to source information, if there is an author in your source or of your source material, then you must refer to the author and refer to the author by full name the first time and last name after that. Also, try to stay away from pronouns. A lot of people are using a lot of pronouns, she, he, and they, to refer to ethereal action and capturing it. You should always use the author's last name when you are in text citing source information, okay? Also, as you go through, here's a good example on using and citing sources, but more so than that, I want to get to the works cited page. This is a visual representation. It should be on the next full page. Here you have a works cited page, hanging indents, full citations, links to those sources. You can see as they light up in the video here when I hover over them on this particular document. All right, I'm getting a lot of works cited page that are not formatted well, not properly formatted, period. I made comment on that. So there is an example here. Let me close this. So visually, this is how your research essay should look. Some people are using APA style, and that's okay with the cover page and then moving through, but make sure you're accurate in your representation of APA, right? I also have a transitional handout here for you that gives you some phrases to transition from paragraph to paragraph, topic to topic, even to the point on capturing what an author says, right? Here, capturing authorial action. It's a Thursday, folks. Tough to talk at this point in the week. So the idea here is here's all the different verbs and ways of introducing and working with source material, transition phrases, even adding meta commentary here, which is an excellent way to really build out some content for yourself. And then finally here we have the Purdue OWL. Now if you're using APA, that's fine. I have one essay which was really great draft that had APA in-text citations, but the works cited page and the citations were MLA. You can't mix the two. Like I've said in previous videos, I don't really mind which one you work with, but it must be consistent, okay? So remember, authors, whenever possible, please, no websites. I don't want to see a .com and an in-text citation. Use the full website's name, or better yet, the web article or the web page's name, as opposed to the .com. I should never have the publisher in there. It should always be either the author or the article title or the web page title. Attribution, naming your sources, many naked quotes in there where all I'm reading and I see a quote, and then I have to wait to find out who the speaker is, okay? So these are some of the important factors and observations that I've made on the first drafts. As always, remember the final draft, my expectations are that the feedback and some of the comments I've made are revised, and that way you'll be successful with the final draft. All right, if you have any questions or issues about my comments, please send me an email. Good luck.